Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Today, I'm going to ask the cards. Did Penguin at Random House, whatever it's called, ask the author of Meet Me at the Lake by Carley Fortune, did they ask her to write that book for the Harkles? Was that part of the contract? The story is just too coincidental. The timing is just too coincidental. Let's read a little bit about it. The book was only published May 2nd, 2023. So we don't need any tinfoil hats here. This book is coinciding with Spare. Experts estimate it may have cost up to $3 million for the romantic novel Meet Me at the Lake by former journalist turned author Carley Fortune. Now, is that what Penguin House has paid her to write this book and to go away? It is a love story about a couple who met in their 30s with echoes of the Duke and Duchess's real-life relationship. The novel, which shifted a whopping 37,000 copies the first weeks of its release in May alone, that doesn't mean 37,000 people bought it. Listen, which shifted a whopping 37,000 copies in the first week of the release in May alone. Deals with themes including childhood trauma over losing a parent in a car crash, mental health, and postnatal depression. It also has steamy sex scenes and drug use, and is set near Toronto in Canada, where Meghan lived when she started dating Harry. Now, I don't know if you need to see my conspiracy theory post I did last week about I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a pointing things out and observing theorist. So he said the rights for this could have cost up to $3 million. So how are we going to know who paid that $3 million? Did Penguin Random House pay the author $3 million to make a story that was loosely based on Harry and Meghan? Here's some really weird things. And River did a great video about it today, I believe. I was hoping to get this out earlier, but I've been traveling. This is a long weekend in Canada, and some of you know I had to go to a different city for yesterday and today. Otherwise, I was hoping to get this out, but River did a great synopsis, and so I'm not going to repeat a lot of. I'm going to link his down below. But here's one thing that really stood out for me, and River picked up on it as well. The main character is Fern Brookbanks. So instead of Brooks Bank, and the fellow in the book, his name is Will. And we all know Meghan is madly in love with William. Madly, like can't let him go. Can't let him go. Still pissed that she doesn't have William. I love this one in Amazon on Kindle. It's not even in the top 100. So how did it sell 37,000 copies? It said shifted. Doesn't say sell. You have to be very, very careful what you read when it comes to these two. It says shifted. So that means they sent out 37,000 copies in the first week of release. Well, of course, Penguin Random House is going to push this. Is it part of the deal? I'll see if my sources tell me if it's part of the deal with Penguin Random House, with the 5-book deal that they have with Harry and Meghan. And it just says the rights for this could have cost up to $3 million. You have to be so discerning when you read, I was going to say SHIT about this, but then I would have to edit it out. There's too much coincidence for me. Sorry. I'm just a little bit skeptical. And you know what? Even when River is skeptical, there's actually really good reason to be skeptical. But anyways, let's get to this review. 2 out of 5 stars. Unrealistic. So this is a person living in Germany on May 20th, 2023. And this is just shortly after it was released. So not since it was announced that Harry and Meghan were doing a movie about this. Verified purchase. Loved her first book. This one was disappointing. The main characters spend one day together, and that's the whole love story. The book changes between the present and this one day in the past. I was hoping the entire book for explanation why this one day was so special, but didn't get it. The main characters also seem quite immature. This was a rather boring book, just like our boring couple. So anyways, I'm going to ask, I'm going to be using the mystical medleys. I got a lot of really good comments on this deck. It's based on Rider-Waite, but no boobies. So YouTube won't take it down. So I'm going to ask, the first question I'm going to ask, was this book, was the author paid to write this book, to loosely base it on Harry and Meghan, on their traumatic childhood, on one of them losing a parent in a car crash, that they meet up in their 30s, and oh, this deck doesn't want to be read in reverse. I have to be careful how I shuffle it. And is it? So I'm going to ask, and this $3 million that they're kicking around, was that just what they paid the author to come up with this story? And then they pushed the book out. Sent 37,000 copies. It's not even in the top 100 of Kindle. And normally for Kindle would usually mirror what the physical copies are. And it doesn't say how many were returned from bookstores from not being bought. So let's see, the Penguin Random House pay the author to write this book loosely based on Harry and Meghan, on their fantastic love story, fairy tale love story. Okay, cards are ready. Ooh, they're jumpy. 10 of Pentacles. There is some legacy there. There is some family. Yes. This also can be money being passed down. Yes, there is something here about intergenerational. Ace of Pentacles. Yes. 4 of Cups. She might not have been wanting to at first. Death. And then they just kept throwing money at her. King of Wands, absolutely 100%. 100%. At first, she wasn't that interested in doing it. Look at them throwing money. Write a story about their legacy. Write a story about here, catch, I'm throwing you some money. I don't know if I can do it. Okay, that's enough money, and then transforms the story. Look at that. Transforms the money, transforms the story. Here's the King of Wands. Look at that. Blasting the families. Blasting the story, the legacy story. Absolutely, she was paid to write this story. 100%. 100%. She at first didn't want to, but they just kept at her. This King of Wands, this would be either an agent at I'm so excited at Penguin Random House. Just kept blasting her with money, and look at the legacy. And this is a fairy tale story, right? This could even be a fairy tale. The 10 of Pentacles. This is the well, like I say, the legacy, the ancestry, the stories that we have, that we carry. This is DNA. This is genetics. So this is, look at that. There's even a little boy there. Little boy hanging on to his mama. Yes, throwing money. Yes, absolutely. Until she got enough money. And look at this. Dink, dink, dink. How's 3 million? 4 of Pentacles. They didn't want to go higher than 4. The Sun. Oh my God, yes. Creativity burst forward. This is the 37,000 that they we're going to make you a star. We're going to make you a bestseller. And, you're going to have lots of exposure. The spotlight will be on you. I'm only 48% gave it 5 stars. I mean, a lot of the comments are when you go to Amazon are mediocre, great summer read, and look at that, the sun, great summer read. Also, we're in Leo season in the sun, and now look at she's being exposed and in the sun. But I think they were negotiating with her. They would not go higher than 4. They would not go higher than 4. So she is like, yay. This also could be this. I'm not doing it for less than 4. I'm not doing it for less than 4. They've offered 3 and she wants the 4. And they're like, no, I'm not doing it for 4. 3 of Wands, there we go. 3 of Wands. Okay, I'll do it for 3 million. My ship has come in. So now we wait. Because sometimes the 3 of Wands can be, okay, we've set our plans in motion and now we wait. And now we wait. I'll transform this story, this legacy. I'll transform this story, the death. I'll transform this story. But let's do it. Yeah, I think I'm agreeing it's 3 million. 5 of Swords. I think there was a lot of struggle writing the book. Maybe won some battles, but lost the war. Or the overall. I think that because she was paid, I think she was directed on a lot of things, on what to say and different elements that she had to add into the book. And some of those arguments she won for the writing of the book, and some of them she didn't. King of Swords. Wow. There's all the legalities, there's all the contracts, there's the writing, right? Because swords are words. And so we have arguing with the words here. She won some, lose some. But here we have the King of Swords, and this is the actual publishing of the book. They made sure all the legalities were right. And look at that, even that okay symbol there, the King of Words. Yeah, so she had some very powerful people. But yeah, this is the contract. This is the actual book coming out. It was a bit of a struggle. She won some, she had to rewrite some of the stuff. She won some battles, but she lost the war. Strength. Wow, look at that on top of the sun during Leo season. This was all Meghan's doing. This was all, her fingerprints are all over this story. That's why there was some battles with it. It had to have this, it had to have that. There had to be lose a parent by a car crash. What's underlying here? Ace of Cups. They love it. They love it. They think it's great. They think they're going to make a great movie out of this. It's going to star Meghan. It's going to star Meghan. Look at that. Look at that. The director is going to star Meghan, and how Meghan's a part of the royal family. Oh my God. About Meghan is part of the royal family. Because also strength, the Leo card. Leo is royalty. Actors, royalty. So it can be on a couple of different levels, this strength card. Thinking that you're taming the royal family. I'm showing you, I've got directors who are looking for me. Directors, look at me. I'm going to be an actress. I'm going to show that royal family. 10 of Pentacles, the royal family. Ace of Cups. She thinks everybody's in love with her. Ace of Cups. The Hierophant. Yeah, it's tit for tat. Look at that. The Hierophant. The royal family. The crown. The Knight of Cups. Knight in shining armor. 8 of Swords. And the Empress and the Queen of Wands. Here she shows up again. This is to show that the Empress, she's the queen of the queens. With this Knight of Cups is going to show she's no longer a victim. She's no longer a victim of the royal family. She's not a victim of the royal family. She is, and I keep telling you this, and other people are starting to agree with me. She is the wife and the mother and the empress and the queen of queens. And the royal family is going to start to love her here with the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Swords. Because didn't they say they're going to stop uh, blaming the royal family for everything? But somehow she still feels like she's a victim of the royal family. She's a victim of that. But she is definitely the Queen of Queens. Here she is, the Queen of Wands, the Empress, the strength. This is all about Meghan. All about Meghan. All about Meghan. Two of Swords. Interesting. Ace of Cups, Ace of Hearts on the Two of Swords. The Hanged Man. Five of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Judgment. They're looking for, I think they are trying to get back in with the royal. This is the Hanged Man, the Five of Pentacles. This is nobody calling her on her birthday, right? The Queen of Wands. Nobody called her on her birthday. Nobody. She's out. She's out. So she's trying to clap back here with the Page of Cups. She's looking for a second chance. She's definitely looking for a second chance. Look at praying for a second chance. With this big announcement. Judgment is announcement. That's what she wants. She wants this. She thought she actually did surprise a lot of people with this news. And this is also her being stuck out of Hollywood too, right? She's closed right out of Hollywood. They're out. And they're stuck. They don't know what to do. They're nothing without the royal family. They're nothing without the royal family. So I think they feel like if they do this, I'm going to ask if Meghan's going to star in this. Is Meghan going to be, Fern is the name? Fern Brookbanks, and finally get together with Will. Let's ask that. This was surprising news because they are kicked out of Hollywood right here. And Hollywood's not even answering their phone anymore here with the Two of Swords. She can call all she wants. Nobody's picking up the phone with the Hanged Man here, and they're kicked out of Hollywood. So what they're going to do is make their own movie where Meghan's the star. And just because you make a movie doesn't mean you're going to make money out of it. But did Penguin Random House pay that author? Absolutely, absolutely. Who was the whole director of all of that? Meghan. I don't think Harry wanted any part of this. He knows he has it will really make William upset. Another thing about his mother. Also, there is that rumor that he's trying to do a docu-series or whatever it's called about celebrities that his mother knew. Like who told him to do that? Meghan. Harry doesn't give a crap about celebrities. He honestly doesn't. Meghan does, though. And that was a way for them to touch base with all these celebrities that Diana knew. Like John Travolta. So let's ask, is Meghan going to star in her own movie? Is she going to be the star, the director, the producer? God, I hope so. It'll just be a frickin' train wreck. Oh yeah, do it. Will Meghan be the star of this movie? Will Meghan be the star of the movie? Will Meghan be the star of the movie? Meet me at the lake. Since nobody will hire her, she'll just go hire herself. Will Meghan be the star of Meet Me at the Lake? Oh, that was definite. The Sad Squirrel. No, this must be an extra card in the deck. Eight of Swords. Oh no, you know what that is? No, that is an extra card in the deck. Look at that. No, she won't star. I don't think, oh no, absolutely not. Five of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, no, she's kind of stuck. I don't think Netflix will allow it. Four of Cups, no. She might want, she's this for offering to Netflix. I'll star in it. And Netflix is absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, no, you're not starring in this. Sad Squirrel. This must be an extra card. I don't read the little books that come with these cards because I just don't. But look at Four of Cups, Sad Squirrel. I think she's actually going to be upset that they aren't allowing. They're like the Knight of Pentacles is no. You just stand there. You just stand there and look pretty, honey. You just stand there and look pretty. We don't want you acting in this because it'll be a disaster. Five of Cups. No, she can't let go of the past that she will never be a star. Look at this. Looking at her mirror, Meghan's mirror. You know, she just can't get over the fact that she will never be a star. She cannot let go of the past. She cannot let go of the past. She feels a victim of the past of the royal family here and the castle. Look at her trying to look at that castle. Talk about correspondences. She just knows that she just won't. Eight of Cups. No, absolutely not. Ace of Swords, upright. She's going to hear the truth about that. It won't, if she stars in it, it won't go anywhere. It won't go anywhere. Interesting, this page, this Knight of Pentacles holds a scythe, right? Cut you out. And even with this Ace of Swords, cut you out. She's going to hear the truth that she's actually a crappy actress and they don't want her. They don't want her. Seven of Cups. She might try and give some kind of illusion. We might hear some things that she's slated to star in it, or we're going to hear some things, some imaginary things about this movie that they're doing, the production of it. But it's all going to be BS. Get your shovels ready because it's going to start. Four of Wands, upright. Oh, you know what? She wants to go for awards with this. She's going to be hard on the awards, all the Oscars and Emmys, and they're going to go for four of them. They're going to go for 4 awards, but they won't get them with the Seven of Cups. It'll just be illusion. Eight of Cups. No, they absolutely won't. They absolutely won't. Two of Swords. No, look at it. We got the Two of Swords again. I wonder who this Ace of Hearts is. That is no. So no. Number one, she's not going to be in the lead. She's not going to act in it. Netflix just won't let her, and it won't be going for any awards either. Two of Wands. They have other plans for it. I think even if you look at this red, that's the Netflix N, right? They might have other plans for it. They might have bigger plans for it. They might say, thanks for getting those rights. Thanks for paying for that. But we'll take it over now. I think that's what it's going to be. So let's see, is this movie going to be a success? Let's see, is the movie Meet Me at the Lake, that they paid the author to write a story about for them, their love story. I wonder if it's just one day that they meet and that's like her dream that at least one day William is hers. And who knows? She's just so pathetic. She's like she's a lunatic. Well, my sources, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, my sources tell me she's a lunatic. I'm not a psychologist, so I can't say that, but my sources have told me that. Okay, so is this movie going to be successful, or is this going to be just another flop in their cap, right? They're going to start a new Olympic sport called the Markle Flop. And it'll just be like all the flops that they do. a new category at the Oscars or the Emmys. The most flops this year. That'll be the only awards they legitimately win. The flops. The floppers. Maybe they'll name an award after her. The Markle Flop. Instead of the raspberries, they're gonna rename it to the Markleberries. Okay, So, is this movie Meet Me at the Lake, the story written about Harry and Meghan's fairy tale love story, is it going to be a success? Is it going to be a success? Six of Swords, upright, Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit, Nine of Wands. I'm afraid to tell you, I think it might be. It's going to take a lot to get out. Harry's going to be not very happy with it at all. But yes, it's going to be successful for Meghan. It's going to be successful for Meghan here with the Nine of Pentacles. And you probably don't want to hear that. So it might be successful for money. The Emperor on top of the Knight of Wands. Three of Swords. That Three of Swords. I think it's Eight of Wands. Oh, look at that. The Wicked Witch of the West on her broom. Okay, so where's the Eight of Wands landing? On the Emperor. The Three of Swords. You know what? I wonder if the royal family is going to interfere somehow. I wonder because we have the betrayal here, or they're feeling very betrayed by the story, by that Harry, because Harry the Hermit is actually moving forward with this. You know what though? This is interesting. This Eight of Wands. Now I see why this deck had to come out. This is moving forward with the past, because of the past. Because of the past. I wonder if the king is going to feel betrayed because the one character had a traumatic childhood. Four of Cups. The Four of Cups keeps showing up. A lot of regrets, a lot of apathy. A Five of Pentacles. It's just going to push them further and further out of the royal family. Completely. Like this will be like almost, I'm feeling like the nail in the coffin. Seven of Pentacles. Their investment will eventually pay off, but it'll take a long time. It will not come as fast as they think it is. Meghan somehow will make more money out of it. But with the Seven of Pentacles, this is like you invest $1,000 and you get 1,010 back. So you get your money back, but it takes a really long time. And sometimes the fruit withers on the vine before you actually get it. It just a lot of patience. Sometimes it takes a lot of nurturing and work. And I don't know if the Harkles are up to it. I mean, they were called grifters and that they don't do any work. It's definitely going to take a lot of work here with the Nine of Wands. And look at where the arrow is pointing. All of this is going to take a lot of work. They have to actually get over some emotional turmoil and get some peace of mind. They have to move past some things first. But yeah, it's going to take quite a while. The Nine of Wands is always, at least 9 months, which is, generally movies take, about that, I guess, once you go from storyboard and there's a writer's strike right now. So they might pay this $3 million. It may take up to 7 years to get their money back. Pentacles can be years. That's what I mean. Like you eventually get your money back, but it takes a really long time to get it back. Sometimes the Seven of Pentacles can mean 70%. That, some, like I said, some actually withers on the vine. Sometimes you only get 70% of your money back. Sometimes, not always. I'm going to say, because we have the Five of Pentacles here, I'm going to say, yeah, there might be some money that they spend that they never see back, especially with the Four of Cups here. The apathy, and I think it's going to take them a long time. I think we're going to hear a lot from Meghan about how wonderful she is with this Nine of Pentacles here, and how much money she's making, and it's just, she's the Wicked Witch of the West here on her broom. But she's got the heartbreak here. Don't believe it. Do not believe anything she puts out. Just don't. It's all garbage. I wonder sometimes though if the Emperor is not the royal family. I wonder if this is the CEO of Netflix. I wonder if this is the CEO of Netflix, the emperor here, with the heartbreak and the Eight of Wands. I wonder if he, with the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, if he's not that big on this. I wonder if he's not that big on it. Because we have the betrayal here. Like I can see Meghan presenting this, right? Because she's a one, so that would be a Leo, presenting it to the CEO and Harry here on board, and they're trying to present it to the CEO, and he says no, no. Or you have to you two losers step away and let me take this over, because I don't need to lose any more money. I've already invested a lot of money in you, and I have yet to see a profit from it. Nobody invests money into anybody unless they're making a profit. I mean, let's face it, Netflix is a business, they aren't a charity. And they've already are I'd say probably at 50% loss with them. And it's like, so how much more do we put into these people, and how much longer will it take to get our money out? I'm going to back that up. I don't think it has anything to do with the royal family. Sometimes you have to continue to read the whole thing before the story actually presents itself. I think this is the CEO of Netflix. And I think Meghan's going to go in there and think she's the end all and be all. And the CEO is going to sort her out. CEO is going to sort her out. Let's see what's the underlying here. Page of Cups. Surprising news. There's that sad squirrel again. I love this card, actually. I wonder if this is the devil. Yeah, this is, I think this is Netflix is going to actually come back and surprise them and say, well, I don't know, if you want us to do this movie, we're taking charge of it. King of Pentacles, yeah, for sure. The Chariot. Oh, and now we have the Happy Squirrel. Oh, I love these cards. Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's going to be something legal that happens. I think Netflix is going to take it over. I honestly do. I honestly think Netflix is going to take it over and say, okay, we'll put your name on it, but we don't want we do not want you starring in it. Look at this with the Queen of Swords. Here's going to be, this is the contract. This is, and they're going to have this big, long bunch of rules that they have to follow. Interesting, this Queen of Swords has a baby, because normally the Queen of Swords is somebody who's divorced or widowed. Generally, you don't think of her as somebody with a baby. Three of Cups. I think at the end of the day, I think Meghan and Harry will be happy because they'll be able to say that Netflix is doing their movie. And here, especially with the King of Pentacles, I think Harry's going to be able to say something to his family. See, I'm the King of Pentacles. See, and then show his brother the Chariot, and they're the Happy Squirrel. Like, do you like me now? How do you like my nuts now? Right? And I'm wondering if that's what it is. I wonder if they're going to let Netflix take it over, and so that it is successful. Otherwise, I don't think there's any way that it'll be successful. Yeah, this is, I'm like, I did a reading about for Meghan's birthday, and it did show she was going to come into a good cycle, and this will be a feather in her cap. But we won't know the real story, that the author was paid for that. She knew that Harry and Meghan were going to be part of it and make a movie out of it, all of that. So that's what my sources say. That's what the cards are telling me. And now Netflix is taking it over because they don't want to lose any more money. Harry will be able to say in a couple of years, because the King of Pentacles is generally, I would say, somebody who's already over 50 and he's not quite there yet. But anyways, he'll be able to feel like the King of Pentacles. and show his family, like, I don't need you. I don't need you, William. I don't need you, William. I've got my own nuts. I got my own nuts here with the happy squirrel. Weird reading. Weird reading. But yeah, Netflix is going to be like, okay, this and this, you can't say this, you can't say that. The Queen of Swords, there's going to be NDAs and contracts and legal agreements. And I wonder too if they aren't allowed to separate while this is all going on. I'm wondering about that. I'm really wondering about that. All right. Well, that was quite the reading. Nice to get to the bottom of that and put some fresh spin and perspective. And I'd like to thank my sources, because my sources say. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes. I appreciate each and every one of you. I've got my own Ace of Cups. My cup runneth over. Thank you. Take good care. Bye for now.